Well, here we are on another ride out, walk back. Today I'm going to be going from Exeter, from St David's, just a tiny little hop up the line to Dawlish, where I shall be then walking back probably about as far as Starcross. So it's only about an hour and a half, but the classic railway line right along the edge of the sea, the seashore. We came up from Exeter on one of the Castle class HST sets. So maybe I'll just whip you back to Exeter and see how we got here, and then I'll catch you down on the seafront in a moment. It was truly great to get a ride on one of the refurbished Castle class HSTs. They're still great in my opinion, and as we'll see, pretty comfortable. As we get away from Exeter St David's, the line to Exeter Central and on to London Waterloo peels off to the left. In fact, there's a little glimpse of one of the SWR 158 sets on its way to Waterloo. Well, it's the same old seat that the HST's always had, with the very sturdy tray table with the extendable bar for putting your laptop on. Very nice, worked well for years, still got it. And the plug socket's still there. Let's have a quick look at the seat. And of course the new standard Great Western Railway moquette in grey with a little green headrest. Very nice. The overall cabin, pretty good. We pass under the M5 and carry on southwest, skirting along the edge of the Exe Estuary. And this is where the journey gets to be more and more beautiful as we get close to the water's edge. So, as this is one of the greatest little runs along the railway, I think I'll just keep quiet now and we can all enjoy the journey.
We are now approaching Dawlish.
Please mind the step down from the train to the platform.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little run as much as I did on the day. As I said, certainly one of the most beautiful little stretches of line that you'll find anywhere. First thing, of course, let's wave goodbye to our Class 43. It's amazing that these workhorses have been on the railway since the 1970s and still producing a really good service. The refurb has certainly given them a new lease of life, and I for one would be quite happy to stay on that train all the way to Penzance. And welcome to the Grade 2 listed Dawlish railway station. Well, Dawlish is quite a busy little seaside station, serving about 500,000 passengers a year. There's been a station at Dawlish since 1846, but this current version of the station dates back to 1875. As you can see, my opinion, it's looking a little tired these days, and I certainly hope that there'll be some more further refurbishment of the station once they complete all these seawall works. So the seafront at Dawlish is now quite a riot of new concrete. There's continued to be extensive sea defence work, which was commenced in 2019. And this was in response to when a large section of track was lost in February 2014 when storms breached the seawall. If you recall, services beyond Exeter to the rest of the southwest were suspended until the start of April of that year. So anyway, let's just duck under the railway line and have a little wander around the beauty that is central Dawlish. Running through the centre of Dawlish is Dawlish Water, which not only provides a centrepiece for the town, but also is the derivation of the name of Dawlish itself, coming from the Welsh name meaning black stream. There's currently a temporary diversion for walkers to avoid the works that are going on around the station, so we'll have to climb up behind the station and pick up the path that leads us along to the seafront. It doesn't take long before we've completed our little diversion and we cut back down through the cutting and back to the bridge over the railway line. As it was the 1st of April, the weather was certainly great, but the wind certainly was quite cold. So it was good to keep walking, that's for sure. If you're enjoying this ride out walk back, then just like to highlight that I have done a similar one going down the other side of the Exe Estuary to Exmouth and back, so do have a look at that too. I shall link to that in the description. Oh, we're halfway along the seawall at Dawlish. Just going to turn around the corner soon and get into Dawlish Warren. Thought I'd just sit here and get one of those atmospheric shots of one of the trains coming past. So we'll sit and wait for that, and then let's get to Dawlish Warren. It's a very tight corner at the end of Dawlish Warren. You can certainly hear the flanges squealing. Once you get down on the seawall, it's very clear to see how vulnerable the railway line is to bad weather and high seas. I understand you can stay in those railway carriages, but I suspect that it might be a bit noisy with the trains going past. So we've made it to Dawlish Warren, the home of many, many things. Lots of excitement, if you're a kid. Made the short hop from Dawlish to Dawlish Warren, just up along the seawall. Saw a few trains, saw a bit of seaside, having a beer, and then pressing on to Starcross. Once we leave Dawlish Warren, it's time to cross under the railway line and pick up the path along the other side of the road. Just a couple of miles left to go to Starcross. Although we're set back from the railway line a little, there's always a chance to see another train come flying past. Now this stretch of the walk, although apparently a little ugly with the big chain link fence next to us, in fact has a little feature where you can cut through and actually cross the main railway line and go over onto the estuary side. The permitted line speed at this point is 75 miles an hour, so the trains are going to be coming pretty quick, so certainly advise people to take a little bit of care when they're doing this. But it's worth it to get on the other side and look out across the estuary. Once we get to the village of Cowood, we get to see their beautiful little harbour. There's an opportunity to duck down underneath the railway from the harbour and enjoy another view of the estuary. And the tide is definitely running in quite fast now. Another feature of Cowood is the wonderful pub just on our left as we're walking along, and on a number of occasions I've sat on the warm wall there as the sun's warmed it up, dangling my feet over the side and enjoying a pint. Probably the worst part of the walk is this slightly hairy link road between Cowood and Starcross, but it's not a very long stretch and people are generally quite careful. So let's get over this road and get into Starcross. So as we're coming into Starcross, we get a very good view of the Italian pumping engine house, which is the best surviving building from Brunel's unsuccessful attempt at what he called an atmospheric railway. The enterprise is also commemorated by the Atmospheric Railway pub, which is located opposite the railway station. So here we are in Starcross. Another good walk, and yeah, that was just enough for a Friday afternoon, really. And going to catch the 1724 back from Starcross into Exeter and cap off a lovely day. Over there is the Starcross ferry, which will take people to Exmouth, and that opens in about 5 or 6 days' time. Just like my other ride out, walk back, we end up right here, right by the water, right on the Exe Estuary. So there you go. What a lovely sight. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this ride out, walk back. I shall be doing a few more of these in various parts of Devon, and put something in the comments if you've got any ideas of where I could do it further afield. Quite happy to stretch the legs. So yeah, come on, give us a comment and see where you want me to go next. Anyway, from Starcross, over and out.
The next station is Exeter St Thomas. This is a Great Western Railway service to Exeter. Please wait.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, then please subscribe to the channel. I'll be releasing more videos in the weeks to come.